This tutorial will go over the major functions and capabilities of the XPOSE V2 software program. First, we will make sure that the program launches using the best available graphics card. You can set permanent defaults through your GPU's dashboard, but to make sure, we will right-click and open with the NVIDIA card. If you are using an integrated GPU, you may see slower processing times when you begin enhancing video, but the software will still function the same way. Now we need to select our media source. This video will focus on the integration with Canon EOS cameras. But before we begin, we want to make sure that the camera is connected to the computer using the USB cable and also that the power is on. Select the Media tab and hover over the EOS option. The software should automatically detect what model of camera is connected. Here we see that a Canon 60D is attached, and you will select that option. If you don't see any options listed, make sure the cable is securely connected to the camera and try turning the camera off and then back on. With the USB cable connected, the camera powered on, and the media source selected, the software will engage with the camera and the camera's viewfinder is now visible in the software. Although we will ultimately activate the shutter through the software, all other camera operations, things like exposure values, ISO, shutter speed, etc., will have to be set manually on the camera itself. To start, let's set up our preferred view by selecting the View tab and choosing the image size, either original or fit to screen, the color background, either black or white, and whether you want the control panel to be present. For this example, we will keep the image at fit to screen size with a white background and the control panel visible. Now we are ready to start enhancing. What you see on the screen is the same representation that you would see on the camera's LCD screen or through the viewfinder. First, we can select a default through this drop-down menu. XPOSE comes loaded with settings that through our testing yields the best results for the highest number of scenarios. However, you can fine-tune these values through the sliders below. The Intel EQ slider changes the value of global versus local luminance correction and will be the most useful when there's a deep shadow or area of the scene that is drastically different in light levels, and you may only see a difference in that shadowed area. The Intel Bright slider changes the overall brightness levels of the scene and will work in conjunction with the pre and post gamma sliders to set the desired light levels for the entirety of the scene. The saturation slider will mostly affect color values of individual pixels. If you want to return to the original default values, select the Reset Correction button at any time to return to those original values. If you find that a particular set of values is useful in a given scenario, you can save these values as a new default by selecting Profile, Save As, and name the default whatever you would like. We recommend that you leave the multi-pass level at 1 and the high quality and sharpen boxes checked. If your computer is struggling to process live video and the correction speed is the priority, you can uncheck the high quality box to increase processing speed by sacrificing certain parts of the process. But this is only if you have an old system without any form of a dedicated graphics card. XPOSE defaults to enhancing the entire scene and with the correction turned on. You can turn the correction on or off by selecting the Enable Correction button. The other option is to move from enhancing the entire scene to drawing an area of interest. To do this, select the AOI Correction button and drag the red rectangle over the area you want to correct. This area of interest can be moved by clicking inside the box and dragging it to another portion of the scene, resized by grabbing one corner of the box and resizing the rectangle, or it can be redrawn by clicking outside of the box and dragging and drawing again. Once in place, the AOI will be enhanced when the Enable Correction box is checked. The bottom portion of the control panel handles the capture and recording processes. To capture a still image, set the count box to the number of still images you want to capture and select the Run button. The Run button will engage the shutter on the camera. If you want to record video, select the Record Video button to start recording and deselect to stop recording. The Streaming button turns the connection to the viewfinder on or off, so for both image and video captures, make sure the Streaming button is checked. Once images or videos are captured, you can access them by selecting the Media tab and then selecting the Explore Images folder. If you'd like to change the destination of the captured media, select the Settings tab, then click on Images folder. You can then scroll through the list of options and select the destination of your choice. The Layout tab allows the user to review captured images while still monitoring the viewfinder for live action. To change the view, select the Layout tab, and then select your preferred layout of the stored file in relation to the viewfinder. If you are recording large amounts of video and would like to conserve storage space on your computer, you can elect to record that video at half resolution by selecting the Settings tab and then record at half resolution. The Log button shows internal software operations and can be sent to our tech support in the event of any malfunctions. The Help tab includes system information regarding your trial or license and allows the user to check for updates. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and be sure to check out our other instructional videos on our YouTube channel.